All right, hello. So today we're going to be doing a easy peasy quick and oh my god, I forgot to take the pork chops out and thaw them. Frozen pork chops in the oven. From frozen pork chops in the oven. This one really is easy. One dish, everything. I know that's the whole point of this show, program, channel. I don't know what does one call it. That's the whole point of me doing this. And sometimes I get a little carried away, but this one is a good one. We're going to have it with rice, a white, and one of my favorites. And I was at the grocery today and I was going to grab a new jar of something. And I thought, I have so many half used or just a little bit left in them jars in the fridge. So I gathered them all up. And I think the ones I pulled out, I really have several in there. But these all have a similar enough profile. I have a Korean barbecue, the orange chicken. Well, it's just called orange stir fry. And I think that would be good on pork. Even though anyway, and a Thai style sweet chili. Thai style sweet chili. And so what I'm going to do is taste them all and see if I think which, if any, will go good together. And if that's the case, we're going to use that. And if you recall, may not, because I did make these ones. Oh no, I just dropped a in my recycle bin. If you recall, I said with the frozen, you can't really, I don't, in my mind, I don't think it would work to do powdered sprinkles, spice mixes. I think that the liquid will be better because nothing's really going to adhere to the frozen pork chops well. We will salt and pepper them just because you have to do that. I don't know, it feels like you have to do that. No, you do have to do that. I think enough will stick. But to use like the Kansas City steak sprinkles or anything, I don't think that would be good. I'm going to go with this. So, all right, we have I'll get a jar out, a bowl, for us to mix in the ones that we think will be good. Just pour a little in a spoon and give it a tasty taste and see what we think. I kind of know. I think they're all mostly just no shade to jar sauces. I'm always suggesting them, but they're all kind of just like sweet. I'm in the first one here. Water, cane sugar, and soy. No, that is good. First these. Water, tamari sauce, and soy. Okay. Oh, wait, no, tamari is soy. Water, tamari sauce, and cane sugar. So, again, I'm thinking, no, they're not that thick. That one's definitely a little stronger. Tamari as opposed to the soy, the Korean barbecue. I don't know that they wouldn't be good together though. Oh, this one looks a little weirdly thin. I wonder if it's no, but maybe it was a marinade or something. Not a marinade, like a salad dressing or something, but no, it's not. Oh, that's good. You know what? Winners, winners. I can tell right off the bat. The orange chicken, the orange sauce, because we're using it on pork, and the Thai style chili both taste very similar. We have similar, like this is citrusy, lemongrass. What's that? Ooh. I want to mix it all because there wasn't a lot of the orange chicken, but there was a substantial amount in this jar, so I don't need to use it all. That should be good. Okay, since it worked out that way, we don't even need the bowl. And I'm going to put corn in with this, just for ease of preparation, cooking, and eating. It's going to mix it all together and put the pork chops on top. So I will mix the white and brown rices together at the bottom. One of my handy dandy wooden spoons to mix it all up. And corn right in the rice too. That actually might be plenty. I do have something I can make a nice little salad. Yeah, that is going to be good. A little half a bag of corn, which is actually probably, oh yeah, that's definitely more than 2 servings anyway. Sometimes forget, although it's vegetables, so you don't have to be so persnickety about staying in your serving range with vegetables, except for corn. Okay, corn isn't a vegetable, I know. It's a starch or whatever. Anyway. I hate that I get into that just from habit mode of talking about calories and bad for yous, and it's just like decades of conditioning. So I'm not going to pour any of the base sauce on here before I put the pork chops down because they're going to cook. I'm going to cover it. Everything's going to get nice and melanged. Fresh out of the freezer. Got them just before I started filming. They're a 2-pack of pork loin chops, bone in. I have 2 packs of 2, so I'm going to make 4 because they're nice. They're not too thick, I would say, probably not even ½ an inch thick. And I think these will make excellent. This is something that we both like as a snack. A nice thin pork chop just to cut a hunk off and eat later tonight from the fridge or tomorrow for a quick and on-the-go kind of a lunch. So I thought having all 4 done would be just convenient, practical, and 2 pork chops isn't always enough for 2 people. Not in this house, especially. So, I mean, unless they're like sometimes things come out not so good, and you're like, you got more leftovers. And we are going to salt and pepper these. A little salt, probably in the rice and vegetables too, just sprinkling around. It'll all get dispersed. A little bit of pepper. Again, all over, just in the rice too, because I didn't salt it. Although lately I've been feeling like everything I make is too salty. I've been being a little cavalier with the salt. So it's okay that I didn't salt that full before I put the pork on top and stuff like that. Get the flipper things. Flip it over. Don't worry about the rice on top. That'll be fine. Flip them over. You could put any kind of vegetable in here. You don't have to put anything in here if you just want to make a side salad or another starch like a baked potato or minced mashed potatoes. A different vegetable in a side dish in the oven alongside this like I've done in the past. You can do all of this. It's today here, it's a Tuesday, and I'm in a Monday state of mind. I just don't feel like it. So this is fine. I seriously may not even make the salad, but if I don't, I'll be thinking more about the lettuce is going to go bad because it's from over the weekend. We had some guests and it's leftovers from that, and I'll be thinking more about that lettuce is going to rot and it's going to go in the garbage. Then I will be thinking about it's Monday, Tuesday. I'm tired. I don't want to make a salad. Anyway, my point there is I'll probably make a salad. So, but you could do anything. You could put just these in a smaller dish. It really all kind of works out the same, except I was also thinking with this, the juice that's going to come from the sauce and the pork, because it's bone in and has a nice amount of fat that's going to get into the rice, is going to be so good. And what I'm going to do after, I'm going to cook it for, I think, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, covered with aluminum foil. And then I'm going to uncover it and leave it in the oven. I don't know, depending on how they look, 20, 30 minutes uncovered. So it maybe gets thicker and a little more just luscious. Okay, so now we put everything in here. It's the orange stir-fry sauce and the Thai-style chili sauce. And we'll pour it, mostly concentrating over the pork chops. And this, I'm going to put a swig of water in the bottle, probably a tablespoonful. That's it, just enough to do this. And shake it up and get all the side juice off. and then pour that over as well. And that pretty much emptied out the bottle, so no need for that, leaving it sit upside down, trying to open it without making a mess. And aluminum foil. Over the top. I have the oven set to 370. My reasoning was we've had the conversation before, the 365 is no lower than for pork, and I'm not 100% certain why. I still never looked into that, but it's been working fine. So, but this also being frozen, and I don't want to eat at 10 o'clock at night, so I said 370. I'm going to put it in there for, I'm going to go with 50 minutes. 45 feels a little too brief. An hour seems like maybe they'll be pushing it, since I want to also do it uncovered for a good enough amount of time to thicken it up. So 50 minutes, 370. And then we'll come back and see how it looks and separate. Oh, we didn't have to separate the pork chops. That's right. We'll come back and see how it looks and discuss what we're going to do from there. All right, so it's been 50 minutes. I just got it out of the oven. We'll open it up together, away from the face and away from the camera. Looks good. Not terribly saucy. I kept the remainder of the Thai chili sauce out, and I think I'm going to pour a little bit of that around on the rice. I don't know if I should. I think I'll leave the pork chops. I won't flip them. I'll leave them as is. I'll just stir this up a little. I don't know why. This is not necessary. I'm not sure why I'm doing it. It's maybe because it looks a little saucy in the corners. Yeah, I am. It's not necessary still. That's why I'm doing it, though. A little saucy in the corners. And yeah, I'm going to pour the remainder of this Thai chili sauce. There's just that much in the bottle, which I'm going to say is probably half cup, maybe a little less. The rice is not flavored. It's either brown or white. It's not the chicken rice that I sometimes use, so it won't be overwhelmed with flavors. And it stayed on top of the pork chops nicely. Now, I'm just going to take a quick temperature check. Although with the bone-in pork chops, they can stand. They're very thin, so we'll see if it's even. Oh, yeah, it's not even 100 degrees. Definitely needs to be. Hey, Google, what should the internal temperature of a bone-in pork chop be?
145 degrees Fahrenheit. On the website pork.org, they say, the safe internal pork cooking temperature for fresh cuts is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. To check done this properly, use a digital cooking thermometer. Fresh cut muscle meats such as pork chops,
okay, Google, stop.
Loin, and tenderloin should measure 1.
Okay, well, we know that it can handle another, I'm going to go with 40 minutes in the oven, uncovered, and I'm going to check it at 30 just to make sure. I will only come back if it has to come out at 30. If it stays in through 40, I'll just let you know what it was like at 30. So either way, back in the oven, still at 370. I will see you when it's done. All right, so 30 minutes didn't feel like quite enough. I put it in for another 10, and it's barely been 5, and I'm thinking that should be good because the thermometer read 140, but they're very thin pork chops. And also this thermometer, even though I tested, it's the kind you can adjust the nut on the bottom and check it in the ice water, and it seems fine. They look nice and brown, and I've used it. That's the only one I use. We had the conversation about the digital one I bought that kept getting wet, and it was just a pain in the butt. I like this old-fashioned manual kind. So I decided I'm just going to pull them out. So it's been like 35 minutes. And I'll cut one open and see what they look like in the middle, because I'm fairly certain they're going to be fine. Yeah, they're not even remotely pink. So I will leave them covered. I'll use the same foil that I started the bake in. But they're done. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm thinking, why is everything so dark? There we go. better. They're done. They look delicious. The rice is nice and a little crunchy around the edges. I think that's going to be good. It smells fantastic. I'm just going to cover it for 10 minutes. Although it's already 7:30, we don't usually eat this late. We will live, however. Okay, 10 minutes, and we'll be back to. I'll probably come back afterwards just to tell you how delicious it was. Enjoy. Here's the man being silly. It was delicious. We both enjoyed it a great deal. There were minimal leftovers. Enjoy.